Scorpio, Lisa here at Light Guided. Happy to see you. Looking forward to doing your message for the month of September. It's a little late, sorry about that. Messages here are intended to be focused around soul growth and healing, and they are very general, so they're not going to resonate for everyone, but please feel free to take what does resonate and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading, intuitive counseling session, or distance energy healing session, please check us out in the link below at lightguided.com. With that, I will go ahead and pull a gemstone card to set the tone of the reading. And then we're going to look at energies that you're emerging from, energies that you're heading into, which will be the current energies, and we'll look at those at the subconscious, conscious, and higher conscious levels. And also we will look at, what needs to be healed in the month of September, what can you sustain in the month of September, and what needs to be started in the month of September. And then we'll look at outcomes, and I'll pull some angel and soul cards for you as well. So the first energy we have out here is petrified wood, which is the energy of ancestors. I'm really quite fond of this energy. I'm very fond of this energy a lot. There's a lot of layers to this energy. And just to make sure that I capture all the nuance of this energy, I'm going to go ahead and read it to you. So petrified wood is a crystal that's related to the base chakra, which is your root chakra, which is all about security and survival. Petrified wood is formed when a tree crystallizes over thousands of years. This magical crystal assists humanity in connecting to the essence and wisdom of their ancient tree spirits. When working with this ancient medicine, you will also be guided to connect deeply with your ancestors, receiving love, guidance, and wisdom from the ones who have walked before you. And as I said, this particular gemstone is connected to the root chakra or the base chakra. So there's a lot here around grounding and being connected to the earth as well. But being connected to that long history, all the DNA, all the things that have come before, it's quite a beautiful energy. Okay, let's take a look at recent past. What are you emerging from? Recent past, where is Scorpio emerging from, and what energies are they emerging from that are supporting them moving into the month of September? So the energy that you're emerging from is this energy of thinking man. And what I'm getting here for you all is that it was really a time of intense, I keep hearing the word strategy. It was a time of, the energy that you're emerging from is an energy of intense strategy, intense thinking, planning, contemplating. I'm also seeing here for some of you, there were new ideas coming forward and a real sense of curiosity about all of that. A real sense of curiosity about, what can I do with this new idea? How can I move this forward? So the energy here is, I was going to say it's kind of a yang energy, that very male energy, but I'm really feeling the energy more as balanced, where for some of you there was, creative energy where you were thinking about things and bringing things into focus, but there was also the energy of being able to actually manifest those things. So really an integration of that masculine and feminine energy here. I'm getting for some of you, there's some playfulness in this energy. There's something playful here. And I'm wondering if that may just be for a few of you, but this energy of playfulness kind of coming up with these ideas. I'm kind of seeing there might be, a prankster around. Either you're pranking, being a prankster, or, teasing people around you, or that's happening in your environment. But also with relation to this idea, it's like helping this idea take flight, helping this thing that you're focused on really take flight. And you haven't quite isn't quite a word. I think it is. It's not. You haven't quite, this idea has not quite taken flight yet, but it has fully formulated. So you're in a really good energy around that. You're in a really good space around that. So let's see the energies that you're coming into. Coming into September, you are emerging into this energy of turtle spirit. Slow and steady wins the race. For those of you that are resonating with the having had an idea that is just coming into shape but hasn't quite taken off, it hasn't quite taken off the ground yet, slow and steady wins the race. So you may be anxious for this idea to take off. You may be, impatient and wanting it to get off the ground, but slow and steady wins the race. So whatever this might be for you, there's no need to rush it. There's no need to hurry it. There's no need to, force it into something. It will evolve, and it will evolve, and it will, come into full manifestation. But right now, there's what's being called here is this more methodical approach. You've had all this fiery energy. Now it needs to be calmed. So we're going to look at this energy from the subconscious level. We're going to look at this situation and what's happening at the subconscious level for you. Beautiful. So we have 4 energies here in the placement of subconscious. So at the subconscious level, whatever this idea is for you, whatever you're working on manifesting and trying to get off the ground, it really is a display of your talent. And, for some of you, that could be a creative talent, but your talent might be developing ideas. Your talent might be helping other people to understand your ideas and bringing that forward. So that your talent could be any part of that, but it's being expressed. Your talent is being expressed through this idea. We have the energy of fertility. There's some part of this process for you has been so deeply satisfying. It has wakened something up in you that has it's almost like brought you home. Going through this process, going through this journey. A part of you has awakened, and it's just brought you home. You feel like it's brought you home to yourself. So no wonder you're kind of anxious to get it off the ground. But to make it successful, to really bring it into full form, it's going to require your slow and steady attention and your being more methodical about that. We have the energy here of reconciliation. For some of you, what I'm feeling like is there is another person involved in this situation, either not necessarily a business partner or a person who's helping you with this idea, but however this energy of contemplation and idea is resonating for you, there is another person involved in that. It's possible that this person did not support this idea, or it's possible for some of you that you had connection with this person at a time before this idea became more formalized. Maybe this was a person way back in the day that you were kind of brainstorming with, and you were like, hey, I have this really cool idea. And they were like, yeah, no, not so much. And then years and years goes by, and now you've got this idea in hand again, and it's now actually taking shape. It's now more formal. So there is some amount of that energy that's still part and connect. It's connected to what you're unfolding here, the energy of that situation. This could also be for some of you in the currently, this could also be for some of you that there is someone in your immediate environment that doesn't quite understand what you're moving toward, but they are in support of what you're moving toward. And they're trying to support you, but they're not fully getting it. But there's no conflict there. Okay. For you, it might feel like a conflict because you might feel like, oh, I really want this person to understand what I'm doing. I want this person to understand why this is important to me. Why it's important to me to express myself in this way. And they may just be kind of like, no, I don't get it. But there's no heavy energy around that in the latter scenario. In the earlier scenario, where this may have been a person from your past that you talked about these ideas with or this idea with, and they were really negative and not on board, some of that energy is interfering with your confidence in moving forward. And finally, we have the energy of beauty. I feel like this is a confirming, a clarifying energy that just says that this thing that you're developing, this thing that is coming into form as a result of your idea, is beautiful, and it feels beautiful to you. And it's almost like hearing a song that just your whole body responds to this song every time you hear it. This idea, this process, and this idea are kind of like that for you. So the process is beautiful. The idea is beautiful. Bringing all that together, what it brings up in you feels beautiful. You feel whole, which is maybe why this energy of reconciliation showed up, because you're so connected with this beautiful feeling and how this is unfolding, but there's still this energy that might be hanging on the sidelines. It's just nagging at you a little bit. You know, it may cause you to have a little bit of self-doubt. So that may be an area for healing. And we'll see what comes out when I look at what needs to be healed. So let's look now at the conscious level. Have the energy of answers. At the conscious level, I feel like there are things you're still trying to work out in this situation. Some of that may be very detail-oriented. It could be things like, you know, what I'm seeing is crossing your T's and dotting your I's. So making sure, if there's paperwork involved, making sure all the paperwork is correct. But this is also about, it's like double checking. There's an energy here of double checking yourself. It's like you're checking yourself. Wow, you know, am I moving in the right direction? Did I really, is this really the idea that I want to move forward with? And it kind of comes out as a little bit of that self-doubt energy when you're, you know, kind of challenging yourself. On the one hand, that's part of your process, and you want to make sure that you are asking all the right questions so that you're getting the right answers. But on the other hand, there's an element here of that over questioning, almost like, even though it feels so amazing to you, there's part of you that might be talking yourself out of it a little bit. Or this is an energy to say, be careful not to talk yourself out of it. If that's your tendency to talk yourself out of things that are important to you. But overall, what I do see here in this energy is that you're gathering information and you're making sure that all the pieces are in the right place. And that's important. That's part of this slow and steady wins the race, right? Being methodical, making sure that that you know what you need to know in order to move forward. I have two energies here, and I'm going to read these together. We have the energy of closure and the energy of career. And the reason I'm reading these together, that's the way it's occurring to me. But I feel like for some of you, if this for some of you is related to a work or career type of situation or, change. I feel like that these energies are supporting a movement away from one kind of career into a different kind of career. I am hearing, though, for some of you, this could be the same kind of career, but you're doing it on your own. Maybe you went from working for an organization and now you're going to work for yourself. And for others of you, again, it may be that you're completely transforming your chosen career, that you're utilizing this idea to launch something brand new, And there's a need for some closure here, leaving behind the things that no longer serve you. And also taking with you what does serve you. So if you were in a previous situation, whether that's work or relationship, however that resonates for you here, but if your previous situation taught you a lot, you learned a lot, you gained a lot from that. And this energy of closure is a recognition of also bringing with you the things that you have gained. So it's not just about closing the door on what no longer works for you, but making sure that you're integrating and bringing forward all the beautiful skills and gifts that you got from that situation. And again, here's the energy of career, and I'm just seeing this light shining. So whatever this is for you, if it is related to a new endeavor, a new career, a new business idea, the light is shining on here. So the light is keeping you focused. It's like it's allowing you to see the direction that you're going, but not everything has been revealed yet. So there are still some things here that you're working through, that you're trying to understand, like I said, with this energy here. But overall, you really connect in with the fact that it's like you're being guided in this direction. You feel like there is no other choice. You have to move in this direction. It's just calling to you. Let's look at the higher conscious level here. And one more, please. Thank you. Woo! Yeah, oh my, holy heck in a handbasket. Okay, these very powerful energies here. First, we have the energy of friendship. To me, this energy feels like more of a spiritual context of friendship, meaning sometimes when this energy comes out, it's about connecting with people in the 3D, connecting with people who can help you. What I feel like this is here for you is about connecting in with your spirit guides, connecting in with your intuition, connecting in with that internal voice that's really driving you, and allowing that to help lead you and guide you and to help answer some of those questions that you're asking of yourself. And I'm getting, it's like you have a lot of guidance. You have a lot of spiritual support and guidance around this idea, this process, this experience, this situation. There's a lot of spiritual guidance here for you. We have the energy of passion. This is like, what I'm hearing is like it's lighting your life on fire, but in a good way. So there's two messages in that. Lighting your life on fire is about igniting that fuel inside of you that just, opens your life, it opens your heart, it opens your energy up. And people will be magnetized to you because you have all of this fire and passion. There's a flip side to that. And sometimes what happens is when the passion is too intense, too powerful, it can actually burn you or burn other people. So this energy is coming forward to me as like a little bit of a warning, like a little bit of a caution, like, yes, have your passion, but be mindful about how you're expressing that, because you may end up turning people off. You may end up people around you might end up feeling burned by that passion. And what you want to do is bring people into your world. You want to bring people into your vision. And I'm actually hearing too, there's a second message here for some of you, which is sometimes when we have a vision and we have a plan and we have a process, it's not always important to bring other people into that. And or when we bring people into that, it's important to know who to bring into that and when to bring people into that. It's not hard to get sidetracked when we're unsure about where we stand in an idea or an experience or situation. It's not too difficult to then have people come in and start kind of picking away at that and pointing out, oh yeah, well, you're not even sure, so why would you even bother? And it shakes our confidence, right? So there's a couple different messages there. And then finally we have this beautiful energy of love. Just this beautiful energy. And this is a little bit of an extension of the message I was just saying. In a way, like, hold this close to you. It's okay to hold this idea close to you. You will know the right time to reveal it. You will know to whom and when you can reveal this. But right now it lives in your heart. It lives in you, and that's okay. That's the way I'm feeling that card. So let's take a look at what needs to be healed, and I'll be curious to see if anything around this connecting to that reconciliation energy comes forward. Let's see what needs to be healed here for Scorpio. Honesty. I can always expect the truth from others, but can I expect it from myself? I'm feeling with this card here, this is actually, it is a little bit related to that naysayer voice. It's like if people naysay you or people aren't supportive, do you immediately, go in a different direction? Or are you able to say, wait a second, this is my truth. This idea, this plan, this situation, this experience, this is my truth. And I'm going to hold this truth dear. And that's about being honest with yourself, rather than jumping ship or abandoning that situation because other people might be saying things that don't agree with what you're feeling and thinking about it. And let's look at what energy needs to be sustained. We have the energy of pride. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. I think that this message it's kind of repeating a little bit of what I was saying before, in that it's okay to believe in yourself. It's okay to have this idea, thought, experience, situation, and allow it to be yours. And to recognize other people have their experiences, their situations, their ideas, and those are theirs. Those belong to them. But you're allowed to have this belong to you and to be fully, embodied in your heart. What action needs to be started? What action needs to be started? Keep getting two cards here. I have the energy of balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So again, allowing yourself to have this without having any judgment about it. Beautiful. All right, let's take a look at final outcome, and then I'll pull some soul messages for you as well. Final outcome here for Scorpio. Thank you. I always find it kind of interesting. Sometimes in the outcome energy, there's also more messages around the healing. So this forgiveness energy, again, I feel like is for some of you connected to that reconciliation, where there may have been a past situation that kind of dragged you down or may have caused self-doubt in you. So one, this is, forgiving yourself, forgiving the other person. And through this emergence of, forgiving, actually, we got the clarity card here as well. We got the energy of clarity. I was going to say, through this forgiveness, a sense of clarity emerges for you that you hadn't experienced before. And that clarity is not only about this situation, but it's much bigger than that. This is like life-changing clarity. It's like one of those epiphanies or aha moments that just changes the way you do life. It changes some part of the way you do life. And I feel in this energy of clarity, there's also a level of trust that grows for you. As you gain that clarity, you're much more able to trust in your path, trust in the divine support that's available for you. And again, trusting yourself is what I'm hearing. So this journey, this part of your journey is ultimately about trusting yourself. And then finally, we have manifestation. You are that fire energy. You have that power and that ability to manifest this and to manifest pretty much anything that you want. And I feel like for some of you, when you achieve this, whether it's a goal or you feel successful in the outcome of whatever this is for you, whether it's work related, a situation related to a relationship, whatever that is for you, when you feel like you've been successful in that, it will have awakened in you this new confidence in your ability to manifest your dreams, to manifest whatever you desire. All right, Scorpios, I'm going to pull a heart and soul message for you, and then I'm going to pull a soul card for you as well. Heart and soul message for Scorpio, please. Thank you. You are a beautiful soul, full of wisdom, compassion, and great love. If you feel trapped, it is because you have created your own bondage. It is time to free yourself of the guilt that has kept you feeling stuck and allow the sacred rhythms of life to flow through you once more. I'm going to soul message for Scorpio. What risk can I take today? Be not mistaken, you will have to take bigger risks than you ever thought possible on this path toward your dreams. You will have to take the big, scary leap, but do not fret because your soul has wings. I'm drawn to this, the feathers in the cap, and this idea of your soul having wings. I think this idea has wings as well, or this situation or experience has wings. Thank you, Scorpios. Beautiful reading, and I wish you all the best, sending you much love until we meet again in October. Take good care. Be well.